Um, True enough, a lot of people tell me, why are you guys picking on Astro? It's a private channel. Yes, it is a private channel. It was started by a Malaysian Indian, and to say there's no platform in a channel started by Malaysian Indian for Malaysian Indians is an insult. You have a bouquet of 8 channels, and you keep all the 7 where you bring Aditya, Chutti TV, Sun TV, Sun Music, Tangatirai, everything. You can run all those things. We are not asking you to stop the influx of programs from India. That's not what we are saying. What we are saying is that we need a dedicated platform for the local Indians. Because if we don't start now, another 10 years when we turn back, there is not going to be an industry at all. Because now already we have 8-9 channels. How many more Indian channels going to come out? There are 50 over Tamil channels itself in India, right? And there are 125 Tamil movies being produced and exported out of India per year. So, are we going to be left out? Are we going to spend the rest of our lives watching only content from India? Are we not good enough to produce? Because we've got some excellent producers and directors who have gone international because there's no opportunity in Malaysia. And on the other hand, we've got students who come out who cannot find job, who driving taxi or singing in pub or waitering around. And what's going to happen to the subsequent 300 Indian students who are coming out every year from mass comm and film related studies? Where are they going to go? I mean, some of the channels can take some of them, and some of the Malay and the Chinese companies can take some of them. What happened to the rest? And are they supposed to work in other language and not in their mother tongue? Is that what their situation is going to be? So MICCAF is not about today. MICCAF is about tomorrow. What happens tomorrow? Because if today we do not put the dot, there's not going to be a line tomorrow.
There are about 5,000 local talents are involved in this local production industry. But they have been neglected. They have no platform to show their talent, and they are not paid well. So how are they going to improve their talent? They should be given an opportunity. The opportunity is big, but they have been neglected by importing all the foreign contents. We don't need foreign content so much. There are so many channels. Select the best ones, not the rubbish, uncensored visions. Select the best ones, and which can educate our younger generation, and as well as you can give some opportunity to produce local contents for the Malaysians. But why totally our local talent being neglected? There's no opportunities. All in-house production. The outsource is not given.
And we have repeatedly asked in a very nice way. We've called for appointments, we've sent emails. Nothing has materialized. In fact, we have been ignored. We cannot even get an appointment to talk to the person in charge. Of Astro, one of it. But if anyone comes from India, because I've got a lot of producer friends in India, so when they come to Malaysia, they get immediate appointment. They land this morning, by 10 o'clock they are sitting in Astro office and they are having a big chat and they are selling their programs. So what? So Malaysians are not worth it? We are not good enough? Probably our content is not as good as what comes from India, which is true, totally true. At this point of time, we are not technically sound as they are. But that is because, look at them, they are 100 years old and we are 10 years old. How do you expect us to, and we need the time to do it. And to be able to do something, we need the practice. And like Mr. Raja, who's one of the senior distributors here, will tell you, we all used to sell a little bit of Indian products to Astro at one point of time. We used to buy. And even that, they chopped us off. They completely chopped us off. They don't want anyone in Malaysia. They want to lie us directly. Then everything is going out in foreign exchange. And nothing which is produced by Astro for the last 15, 16 years has gone to India. Not even their feature film or not even their TV products. Nothing has gone to India. Why couldn't Astro sell? If they can downlink Sun, why can't they sell to Sun? Okay, probably Sun is blocking them out. Or their product itself is substandard, which is what we all are saying. Their product is hopeless. And because all the good directors and producers are outside Astro, Astro only choose to work with people who are favorable to them, and they are not necessarily excellent producers. They are not necessarily excellent producers, but they are just people who will not question them, will not question the clauses, the rules and regulations that they impose, and who will just nod to whatever Astro says. So that's basically why a lot of people do not get along with Astro and do not work with them, because their rules and regulations are ridiculous.
There are 350,000 Indian subscribers, Astro channel subscribers. Their minimum contribution $50 means they are paying about 17.5 million monthly and about 200 million yearly. Don't we deserve 10% of the amount? If they can contribute 10% of the amount, 20 million to local Indian talent production, we can improve so much. We can produce so much programs. Why Astro doesn't want to do that? Because the Astro head Raja Mani is not Malaysian Indian. If he is Malaysian Indian, he will have the sympathy. He will have the feelings for Malaysian Indians, and he should be sent back to India. And somebody local Malaysian must be replaced.
Warnerville is not 100% local channel. You get TVO, you get Mega TV, Jaya, Kalaignar and Vijay TV programs inside there. What you get is Virdugal in the morning, which is being repeated again at night. So that's 1 hour. And you tell me what the other programs that they are producing, Atam Nuru Vagai, Padal Thiran Poti, and they are showing this in-house production to the government has the requirement for the local content. So government being government, when they are being shown an account, they would have just taken it up front. So we had repeatedly spoken to Astro about this. Since they do not pay any attention, we had to go out and make the noise and create the awareness, because people do not know that those programs are all coming from Astro itself. They are not outsourcing anything. So the money is not going out to the economy. Whereas in Ria and Valaitoy, the companies, the local companies are being given opportunity to produce. So the money is going out. Whatever they have allocated for content is actually going into the market. Whereas in the Tamil channel, whatever is being allocated is not going into the market, but it's going to India. Because they do this huge event like Pongal show and Merdeka Day shows, and then they bring all the artists from India. And these artists, the minimum they have to give them a business class ticket, and they need to be paid like 20-30,000 Malaysian ringgit, and their food, their transportation and everything is taken care of. Whereas a senior Malaysian artist who's world renowned goes there and he gets paid maximum 3-4,000 for being a judge in one of those programs. So why is there such disparity in payment? So whatever money that comes out of Malaysia does not reach the Malaysians, but it's good enough to reach the foreigner. So that is what Astro is projecting at this moment. So our conclusion here is that probably all this thing is happening because the person who's in charge of the Indian content management is a foreigner. He is not a Malaysian. So his patriotism is towards his country and his people, not towards Malaysian. So that is why we said we do not want a foreigner. We do not have anything personal against him, He's another human being who's trying to make a living. But unfortunately, he is making a living at our expense. And we are being neglected. And for the past 17 years he's been in this country, he hasn't done anything for the local artist. So that is our only contention. It's not that we want to throw him out. He can stay on and do whatever he does with all the Indian channel. But please leave Warnerville alone.
From 2010 to 27 companies, 2 episodes, each episode 25,000 ringgit. That means every company gets about 50,000. Total comes to 1.3 million. 2011, they reduced to 13 companies and they gave 5 episodes each company, and they reduced from 25,000 to 20,000. Also the total figure comes to 1.3 million. Where last year they brought a foreigner, performed one for launching an audio, entrant audio. They spent about 7 million for 2 hours program. Fair?
Well, MICCAF has gone to the parliament and have submitted our memorandum to Dato Maglin de Cruz, the Deputy Information Minister, and we have also submitted to Dato S.K. Devamani and to Dato Kohilan Pillai and many MPs. When we were in the parliament, we have given to many MPs. We are not political. We are just fighting for our rice bowl. So whoever is willing to help us, we are game for it. Okay. So we just given to everyone. We went and saw Dr. Sri G. Palanivelu in his office, and he told us he's not interested in arts and culture, and he said that he can't go and speak to Dr. Rajamani because then Rajamani will get upset with him. So there's nothing much we could do with him after we got that response. So after that, then we had to move on. We can't sit there and wait. But he did say he will talk to Dato Maglin de Cruz, but we have spoken to Dato Maglin de Cruz so many times. And finally Dato Maglin told us that Media Prima had responded, and it's only Astro who has not responded, and he's waiting for Astro's answer. And that's when we decided to have the hunger strike.